Hello, this is Kelly Acheson coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin, and today I'm going to show you how to make this birthday card. There's a lot of different elements in here and some great tips that you can pick up. So let's get started. First of all, I took a layer of Whisper white cardstock. This is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I put it in the Confetti embossing folder. And when you're using smaller layers like that, you just want to kind of line it up in the center and run it through your Big Shot. And then next, I tried this about 3 times, front and back, and I couldn't get my words on there straight. So I decided to pull out my Stamp-a-ma-jig. This is my imaging sheet, and this is my handle for my Stamp-a-ma-jig. And what you do to use this is you're going to ink up your stamp. And in this case, I've got the happy birthday. And I'm going to ink that up good. And then you're going to bring your handle into your imaging sheet. And you're going to line up your block in this little corner. So once you've got that stamped, then when you go to put it on your cardstock layers, you use this as a positioning tool. And I'm going to bring it down as far as I can here inside the oval opening. And I think that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to bring my handle back in and put it up against the imaging sheet. Move the sheet out of the way. Bring my block in here. And stamp happy birthday. Perfect every time. So save yourself the hassle of going through 2 or 3 sheets of cardstock to try and get something positioned on perfectly. With the Stamp-a-ma-jig, it is a fabulous tool. I also wanted to use just the platter on this birthday cake. And the way I found to do that is to take a Post-it note, and I'm going to cover up the rest of the stamp here so that only the platter is going to be inked up. There are several different ways you could do this, but this is the way I chose to do it. And I'm just going to ink up that platter. And you can see when you take off the Post-it note that all that's left inked is the platter. And now I'm going to bring my Stamp-a-ma-jig in here again. And I had used this previously, so I have the little platter right here when I made the green card. And I forgot to say, I'm trying this in Melon Mambo now. So here's my platter. I've got it positioned. I'm going to bring the handle in on the side of my imaging sheet, move the sheet away, and bring my stamp in for perfect positioning. Very cool. Next, I'm going to bring in the little balloon strings, and I don't need any special positioning for those, so I'm just going to stamp them. I'm going to have 3 balloons, so I've got 3 little strings there. And then I've taken the stamp and stamped black balloons on Melon Mambo cardstock. And I've got this cute little party pack. This little set of punches comes with a cupcake, a birthday candle, and this cute little balloon. I only need 3 balloons for the front of my card, but I also need some balloons for the inside. I really like to decorate the insides of my cards. So I'm just going to dot out a little glue, and then on my 3rd balloon I'm going to use dimensionals. And I'll put that one on last. So here comes my cute little Melon Mambo balloons. And my center balloon is raised up. This just really adds a nice element to the card. Okay, that's looking pretty good. The reason why I designed this card is because I absolutely love this striped baker's twine. This comes in a combo pack with mint macaron and melon mambo in black. And here's another little tip for you. This is my bow tying jig, and it's got 6 holes in it. These two are 1 inch apart, and then they're in 1/2 inch increments. And then you just take a nail that doesn't have a big head on it, and you can tie bows with this. So here's how you tie a bow using a jig like this. You're going to wrap your string around and you're going to cross it over. Now, my piece in my left hand is on the top of the piece in my right hand. Doesn't matter which way you do it, but with holding it this way, you're going to take that tail and put it underneath, wrap it back around, and now you just tie it in a single knot. Just like that. And I pull this out, pull off my bow. You've got a perfect little bow every time. And of course, you can use the other holes to make bigger bows. But I love this little jig. My friend Denise's husband made it for me, and you could certainly make one of your own. It's pretty easy. So here's our bow. I'm going to take a mini glue dot. And anytime I'm using smaller, like baker's twine or really thin ribbon, I like to kind of curl up my mini glue dots so that they aren't sticking out from under my very small ribbon. And I've put it right there on the balloons to attach my bow. Ooh, it's turning out cute. I love it. One thing I forgot to do, and I apologize for that, I was so excited about the whole stamping and stacking these items, is to sponge the outside of my embossed layer here. So I'm going to take some black ink and a sponge, and I am just going to sponge this. I really like the contrast, and it really makes your embossing folder pop. And you could sponge it, of course, in any color, but I'm going with a melon mambo and black theme here. And you should do this before you do the rest. Sorry about that. Just got ahead of myself there. There's 2 more little things that I want to do to the front of my card to make it extra special. And one thing is a candle. I stamped this candle in Melon Mambo on Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to punch it out and use my fine tip glue pen and replace the eye with a birthday candle. And I just think that's adorable. Isn't that cute? I also want to put a star on my balloon using the silver glimmer paper. So I've just got a little strip here. And what I like to do with this is you kind of pinch the end of it so there's just a little bit hanging out, and you rub it back and forth until you can get this like shiny backing to separate. And then I pull that off because this will adhere better with regular glue than it will if you have that shiny back on there. And I've got my confetti border punch, which is going to punch me a cute little star to put on my balloon. Add just a little drop of the fine tip glue. And there's my cute little star. Those are the little things that add something extra special to your cards. So we've got the front of our card done. Now we're going to do the inside. So we're going to stamp a couple balloons inside of our card. And I am going to put those right up here in the corner. So I'm just going to stamp a couple strings. Then I want to use the cake from the Party Wishes stamp set. This is a fun little stamp set. This gets bundled with the party pack punches. There's a candle, a cupcake, and the balloon. So fun little pack. Here comes our cake. Now, I also wanted my cake to be straight. So I'm going to bring back in my Stamp-a-ma-jig, and I've already stamped the cake right here. And I want to place it on my inside of my card. I'm going to bring in my handle. and move away my imaging sheet. And then I think I would like to stamp my cake off once. I don't want it to be too dark. There's my cake. I'm coming in with the words that I think make this card so cute. A party without cake is just a meeting. And isn't that the truth? So we've got that in there perfectly. The Stamp-a-ma-jig, again, is just a wonderful tool. I love it. If you don't have one, please consider getting one because it can really save you. I went through 3 or 4 pieces of cardstock both sides because I couldn't get things stamped straight. Oh, and then I had ink on my fingers and blew it that way. Don't you love it when that happens? Okay, super cute. And the last thing I want to add here is a strip of silver glimmer paper to the inside of my card. Like I said, make those insides spectacular too. You've got all the tools. It just takes a little bit more to have a card rocking on the inside as much as it is on the outside. This is just a 1/4 inch strip of silver. So let's put our card together. Oh, don't mind that boo-boo I made there. You'll never see it. Remember, there's always 2 sides to a piece of cardstock. Here's the inside of my cute birthday card. The outside layer, I am going to put on a piece of basic black that is 4 by 5 1/4, and that's just going to make this whole center part pop. I love it when stuff pops. The color combinations can really make or break your cards. They can take them from, oh, that's nice, to wow, great card. There we go. Here's our happy birthday card with our cute little candle and our star on the balloon. And here's the inside that looks almost as great as the outside. Thanks for stamping with me today. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be happy to earn your business. Please pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com and I will drop you mini catalogs or big catalogs in the mail. You can also check out my blog, astampabove.com, for other great card making ideas, tips. I put out a video every Friday. Add a little sparkle to someone's day. Send them a card.